While there are many countries who are helping and supporting their international student communities, helping them make sure that they get inside the country and are able to attend classes, even if they are online but within the country, Australia has handled this pandemic extremely bad. If you don't really know what's going on, I want you to take a look at some of these tweets which show exactly what the Australian government has been doing to the international students for the last 1 year. Australia closed its borders on 20th March 2020, and since then they have offered no respite to the international students. These students are the same people who have been studying in Australia. Some of them were outside of Australia even when they had completed 1 year of their education. Even these students are not being let back into the country. They have wasted their money, they have wasted their time, and now they're wasting their career opportunities as well. Why would you want to study in a country like that? Working in this industry, I have seen so many countries emerge to the top. For instance, Ireland and Germany are some of the most recent, fastest growing economies when it comes to international student communities as well. However, when it comes to Australia, I saw that Australia was already one of the top 5, top 10 destinations that students wanted to go to. Nowadays, when students come to me, they tell me to shortlist universities for US, for Canada, for Germany, but it's never Australia. People don't really want to go to Australia anymore, and why would you even blame them when this is the behavior that the government has shown to its international student community? They have taken their money, they have taken the fee, and they're asking these students who have already paid so much money, such as almost 40,000 Australian dollars per annum, and they're asking them to let that money go and take all of your classes online from your home country. How is that justified? These students, they are waking up at 3, 4 a.m. They are going up to their rooftop sometimes because a lot of these students don't really have their own rooms. They stay with their parents. They can't go anywhere. All they're doing is they're staying in non-air conditioned places half of the time, and they're probably in front of their laptop at 3 or 4 a.m. in the night, messing up their whole lives, messing up their schedules just to take classes online. How is that justified? How does that justify $40,000 per annum that you charge at some of the topmost universities in Australia? I think that this is a disgusting way to treat your students. I think this is a bad way to create a bad reputation for yourself. And whatever Australian government is doing right now, I feel that students are actually responding to that. No new international student that I meet or no prospective international student that I meet is coming to me and telling me that I want to go ahead and study in Australia. Guess why? Because the Australian government is not interested in supporting you when you're pouring money into their economy. Why would a student want to go to your country? Australia has handled it really badly. And if you're asking me for advice on when you should go to Australia, my advice to you is don't. Keep that in mind. The Australian government did not come forward to help you when you needed them the most. And that's why I feel it is not a great place to be right now and in the future as well. Given that the Australian economy and the Australian international student community has gone down, the applications to the universities have gone down, I'm pretty sure that it's going to be taking a huge hit for the next 5 to 10 years just because of their behavior. And right now, they say that one of the Australian government officials told us on media that they're not interested in letting anyone into the country or open borders, even if the whole country is vaccinated. Why? Because they say that it does not ensure that COVID will not infest their country again. This is the kind of mentality they have. They're not interested in having you on board. They're not interested in supporting you. They do not care about the millions and millions of dollars that have been spent just by international students into their country. They don't care about any of it. All they care about is making sure that the borders are closed and that they're safe and that the COVID does not really spread into their country. And I understand that they would, of course, not want it to spread, but at the same time, they're destroying so many lives, so many careers. People who have waited 2 or 3 years just to be into this program, they have studied for so long, and when they get into university, you're doing this with them. This is the worst way to treat any international student, any immigrant itself, any person whose career you're disintegrating. They're definitely not gonna be helpful with that. They're definitely not gonna like that. For all their life, they're gonna be cursing you, and the whole reason is that you couldn't see it through. Every other country is doing it, every other country is dealing with the consequences, but Australian government is not doing it. So guys, my advice is just to stay away from Australia right now. The way things are going, I don't think it's a great place to be. I would say stay away. I know I've been repeating this all of this video, but it's just making me so mad from the inside. Like, how is such a huge country, such a huge international study abroad destination, not able to understand the feelings of these international students? And with that, I'm going to leave you. Share this video with the people who really need to know this, who really need to know what's going on. By the way, if you did not know, Australia is talking about not opening its borders in 2021. They are thinking of doing it in 2022. Maybe they will. Alright? So that's the kind of country you're dealing with. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye and take care for now.